Okay, the next is the Osborne 1, which was, I guess, one of the very first portable machines in the world. As you can see, it comes with a very small screen. I believe this is 5-inch. 2 floppy drives, of course, and a shelf for the floppy disks. Apart from that, there are a lot of connectivity, and I have this funny little thing here called XMON. This is for an external monitor, and I believe it plugs in there. It doesn't fit here, and apparently this machine is working, but the monitor has some problems. So by connecting an external monitor, everything should be fine. And indeed, if you look at it from the top, it has yellowed a bit, except for right in the center here where there used to be a monitor. Alright, so I found a monitor. Actually, it came with the machine. So let's see what happens when we switch it on. Should be a little prompt for floppy. Ah, look at that. Osborne 1, revision 1.4. Insert disk in drive A and press return. So actually the Osborne is working, but the monitor inside is not 100% good. And yeah, that means high voltage work, and I'm not keen on that. Okay, that's a little bit better. So it says insert disk in drive A and press return. And let's do that. System disk in drive A. And it's doing something. Whoa, loading CP/M. So that looks good. And it comes with a help system. A for assembly, B for basic, C for CP/M. Okay, press escape. There we go. There we go, and we are good. And we have, of course, all the CP/M commands, pip and stat and dump and stuff like that. And there are some C-Link that I'm not familiar with, but that's fine. And it came with some programs on disk, the SuperCalc. And I heard this machine was used by an accountant. So yeah, let's put that into drive B colon, I think, if I remember. Yes. And okay, the trimmer here needs a little bit of contact spray. Okay, error on B drive. So yeah, it looks like this is working. We'll do a repair of the internal monitor at some point when I pick up enough courage to work on the high voltage. Okay, the next machine is very exciting for me. This is a Osborne Executive, and that is basically version 2 of the Osborne 1, and it solved basically all the complaints users had on the Osborne 1. So it has 2 floppy drives here, smaller size. The on-off button is on the front now instead of on the back. It has a video out as a default, and it has more memory, and it runs CP/M 3 as far as I know, which is able to handle more memory using bank switching. And yeah, all the disks are here. I just got them today from Lars. And I think we should just plug it in. This one is apparently working. So now the on-off button is on the front, and now it says performing self-test, and that passed. And insert disk in drive A, which I've just done. Loading system, it says boot error. So yeah, that doesn't seem to work very well. So either the disk is something wrong with the disk, or the floppy drive itself has the problem. But I think it's probably a drive issue, because I can't hear the head moving. But anyway, we'll have to look at that in another video. But so far, this is, I think, minor. Okay, the next thing is a Microline 80 dot matrix printer. And this is very interesting to me because this is the machine, this is the printer that Reine Zentralen OEM'd. And I do have a Reine Zentralen machine, but I don't have the printer. So basically, by going to the original here, Microline printer, this should work perfectly. Something interesting that I hope you can see on the video is that up here is an extra ROM, and I have no idea what that is for. Maybe this is for, you can see it there, there's a ROM in the anti-static material here, so maybe that is for Danish alphabet, I don't know, but yeah, quite interesting. And the manual is in English, and it doesn't say anything about ROM. But look at that, at the back here, this brings back memories. Look at that, the character set, sample printout, and all the characters. So this is all the dot patterns. So very cool, very interesting. This printer, of course, is a 9-pin dot matrix printer. There are 9 hammers to generate the graphics. Later on, of course, 24 pins became standard for higher resolution. But I just thought I would show you this, a Mint Microline 80 in original packaging. And finally here we have the NewBrain computers that I picked up. Actually, I'm in the middle of repairing a NewBrain and I have some problems with it. That video will be coming up in a bit. But now I have another 2 NewBrains, and one is the A version without the display up here, and the other one is the AD version with a fluorescent tube display. And both are very exciting machines. And as you can see, this one is in bits because Lars was repairing it, and now I take over the job. These two are of course very exciting, very interesting. Apart from the machine, it also comes with software from a company called Semisoft. And this is exciting, Space Invaders. Woo, we gotta play that. And of course all the manuals and everything is included. But what is really exciting is it comes with a floppy drive station. There are 2 floppy drives here. And disk configurations, I'm not sure what is on these disks. But anyway, NewBrain floppy drives and 2 expansion sockets. And I'm not quite sure how that works because there are 2 expansion interfaces and they are connected like this, paged. So the output from one goes into the next. And I'm not sure whether that is correct or not. But yeah, it probably is because the top one is a disk controller and the other one has, if you can see it, paged parallel port, serial port and a serial printer. So yeah, I guess you just hook them up like this and put your NewBrain on top. But what do you do with this cable here? How does that work? And yeah, I forgot one machine. Let me pick it up and then I'll be back. Okay, so this is the last machine in my haul, and this is a Sharp MZ80A, and there are so many versions of this machine, MZ80K and MZ80, I don't know what. This one should be working, and there are, I think, at least 50 cassette tapes that comes with it, and some of them says basic games, and some says tape for flight control. And I'm not sure whether the previous owner was interested in flight But you can see here, for instance, it says Valmet ATIS apron tower and the tower departure and approach. And there are quite a lot of these tapes, and I'm not sure whether this is spoken words, whether this is audio or whatever it is. But quite interesting, I think, and I'll have a listen later on. But let's switch on this machine first. Yes, and I like this, everything in one. There's a little monitor built in, and a cassette player and keyboard and everything. So that is pretty nice. And there we go. And as you can see, this starts up in monitor mode. And monitor is basically a small bootloader of sorts. And from there you have to load in the BASIC or Pascal or whatever compiler. But that doesn't matter because the L button is not working, so I cannot type in load to load the BASIC programs in. So that has to be fixed. But otherwise that looks like a complete working machine. So again, just minor repairs. Alrighty now, so I found my cassette player.
Stockholm Arland, and there is no restrictions. You can start up in convenient and call parking 1219 for bus and taxi.
So apparently these tapes with a flight control voice is for listening tests. If you want to be a flight controller, you can you could order these tapes. And then you can practice listening.
Hamburg, number 9, on the Stork 1 Charlie departure, squawk 3717. Good morning, Swiss Air 423. Clearance to Geneva, number 9, Stork 1 Charlie departure, squawk Cedar 4, Cedar 5. Swiss Air 423 after takeoff, and passing 2 miles DME, turn left to heading 180, expect redirecting to Stock.
Yeah, keep tuning in, and thanks for watching, and see you again soon.